Hello, good morning. Yesterday it was Sunday, Palm Sunday, which means today it's Monday, what some people call Holy Monday, the Monday of Holy Week. And as you will know, each day as we go through this week, we watch as Jesus and his disciples journey through the days, experiencing different things, different events. And depending on which gospel you read, Monday is a very busy day. But for many people, the focus of the Monday was Jesus' second visit to Jerusalem. He'd come into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday. In the gospel that we read yesterday in our services, we read Luke's gospel, and Luke actually has Jesus staying in Jerusalem for a time, but other gospels have him leaving Jerusalem, going back to Bethphage, and then coming back into Jerusalem and going to the temple. And they are finding the money changers. When people went to the temple, they would go first through the courtyard before they actually went into the temple. And when you went into the temple, if you were taking in a sacrifice, then you had to buy that sacrifice, but you could only use temple money. So you had to exchange your money and pick up temple money. And these money changers, they were inflating the rates. So they were taking a huge cut off the top. And then to add insult to injury, the people who were selling the sacrifices inside, including birds, pigeons, doves, which were probably the cheapest of them, they were inflating their prices as well. So it was a double whammy for these people who were coming to worship God as the law commanded. And Jesus got angry. And it's not something that we see really, Jesus being angry, but it's not like anger so often is, just random, lashing out, undirected. This was a very specific anger at the abuse of power that these people had, and more importantly, the abuse of God, that they were using God to abuse these people. There are some who are uncomfortable with this story because they're uncomfortable with an angry Jesus. We want Jesus always to be gentle, meek and mild, as the hymn says. We forget that the gospel has a cutting edge, a very sharp cutting edge, particularly when it comes to the abuse of power. And therefore, as Christians, we have to be aware and conscious, and not to be afraid to speak out when we see power being abused, particularly if that power is trying to cut people off from God. If that power is trying to dictate how people should worship God, their ability to, as happens in many places in the world. So that's Monday. Perhaps an uncomfortable image of Jesus, but one that is still there and speaks to his humanity, but also to the real challenge of the gospel for us. It's the 11th of April today. I hope you have a good day, a good Monday, whatever you have going on. Be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, to the people around you, and God bless.